might just help you discover a hidden gem worth real money. So stick around, because you won't believe how much this coin can be worth today. Let's take it back to 1996. The United States was thriving in the post-Cold War era, and the Denver Mint was busy striking millions of pennies for the American people. Among those was the 1996 D Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent coin. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln, a design by Victor David Brenner that first appeared in 1909 to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday. It includes the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1996, along with the small D mint mark just below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver, Colorado. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, symbolizing unity, democracy, and freedom, three pillars of the American spirit. And you'll even have of link columns. Now, let's talk about numbers. In 1996, the Denver Mint produced a whopping 6,509,235,000 Lincoln cents. Yes, that's over 6.5 billion coins in circulation. This means the 1996 D penny is not exactly rare in terms of quantity, but don't be fooled, value isn't just about rarity. It's also about condition, errors, and collector demand. Most of these pennies were struck for everyday use, meaning they went straight into cash registers, vending machines, and people's pockets, picking up scratches, dirt, and wear along the way. But if you happen to find one in mint condition, especially with a special error, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Let's talk about the real treasure, error coins. Collectors go crazy over rare varieties, and the 1996 D Lincoln cent has a few error types that can turn a common penny into a valuable collectible. Some of the most notable errors include double die obverse, DDO, where the letters or numbers appear slightly doubled off center strike, where the image is not properly centered, die cracks or die breaks, raised lines caused by a damaged die-clipped planchet, where a piece of the coin is missing due to a cutting error. Depending on the type of error and the coin's condition, these varieties can be worth from $20 to over $1,000 or more. So, how much is the 1996 D Liberty 1 cent actually worth today? For coins in circulated condition, the value is usually around 1 cent to 10 cents, pretty standard for a coin that's still relatively modern. However, for coins in brilliant uncirculated (BU) or mint state (MS) condition, the value can increase significantly. MS60 to MS63 grades, between $1 and $5. MS64 to MS66 ranges from $7 to $25. MS67 and above. These are top-tier coins, and they can fetch $50 to $100 or more, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC. Rare error coins can reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand and uniqueness. A perfectly struck, uncirculated 1996 D Lincoln penny with a dramatic error has even been auctioned for over $1,000. If you want to hunt for treasure, here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. It should be a clear D below the date. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass or microscope. Check for doubling on the lettering or numbers. Look for smooth edges, full details on Lincoln's face and coat, and a clear memorial on the back. Keep an eye out for off-center strikes, unusual cuts, or missing details. Grade the coin. The higher the grade, the higher the price. And if you think you've found something special, consider getting your coin professionally graded and certified. So there you have it, the full story of the 1996 D Liberty 1 cent coin. From its humble origins at the Denver Mint to its potential value in the collector's market today, this little coin is more than just a penny, it's a piece of history. And who knows, the next time you check your change, you might just find a coin worth far more than face value. If you enjoyed this video, 1 cent from the year 1997. This tiny copper piece might look ordinary, but it holds a rich story of American heritage, historical significance, and, for some, unexpected value. So grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover everything you need to know about the 1997 Liberty 1 cent. The US 1 cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909. Introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse has always featured Lincoln's Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. In today's fascinating episode, we are diving deep into the incredible story of the Liberty 1 cent 2001 coin. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting into coin
Welcome
collecting,
back,
you're
coin
about
lovers,
to discover why
history
the seemingly
hunters,
ordinary
and treasure
penny could be a
seekers.
hidden
In
treasure
today's
in your
exciting
pocket change.
episode,
We're diving deep
so
into
stay
the
with us till
incredible
the
story
end,
of the
because this
1996
little copper-plated
Liberty
coin
1
has a
cent
big
coin.
story to tell.
A small piece of
Let's talk about
copper-plated
the coin
history
in
that could
focus
be
today,
hiding big
the
value in your
2001
pocket
Lincoln
change.
cent. Commonly known
Whether you're
as
a
the Liberty
seasoned
1
coin
cent
collector or just
2001D,
someone with a jar full of pennies,
this coin was minted
this
in Denver,
video might
as
just help you
denoted by the
discover a
small
hidden
D
gem
mint
worth
mark
real
beneath
money.
the date on the obverse side.
So stick around, because
While
you
at
won't
first
believe how
glance it
much
may
this
look
coin
just
can be
like
worth
any other
today.
modern
Let's
penny,
take it
there
back
are
to
hidden
1996.
facts, rare errors, and
The
collector
United
details
States
that
was
make it
thriving in
stand
the
out.
post-Cold
On
War
the
era,
obverse side,
and the Denver
we see the
Mint was
familiar
busy
profile
striking
of
millions
President
of pennies
Abraham
for the
Lincoln,
American
facing
people.
right.
Among
This
those was the
portrait has been used
1996
since
Lincoln
1909,
cent,
also
when the
known
Lincoln
as the
cent
Liberty
was
1
first
cent
introduced
coin.
to honor the 100th
This coin is
anniversary
part
of
of the
Lincoln's
Lincoln
birth.
Memorial Cent.
2001 was a time of global transition. In the United States, it marked the beginning of the 21st century with great hope, but also tragedy. Against this backdrop, the U.S. Mint continued the production of the iconic Lincoln cent. The Denver Mint, which produced the 2001 cent, is one of the most productive mints in the country. In 2001 alone, it struck approximately 5.5 billion Lincoln cents, yes, billions, making it one of the most commonly circulated coins of that year. Despite the massive number of coins produced, collectors still search for high-grade examples and rare varieties from this mintage. By 2001, the U.S. Mint was using a copper-plated zinc composition for the penny. This change actually began in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. So, the 2001 Lincoln cent is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing around 2.5 grams. The designer of the obverse, Victor David Brenner, first created Lincoln's image for the cent in 1909. The reverse design featuring the Lincoln Memorial was created by Frank Gasparo, and it was used from 1959 until it was retired in 2008. In general circulation, the 2001 Lincoln cent still holds its face value of 1 cent. However, when it comes to the collector's market, condition is everything. Most worn coins from circulation are only worth 1 cent. But wait, if you happen to find a high-grade uncirculated coin, or a coin with an error, you might be in for a pleasant surprise. The brilliant uncirculated 2001 Lincoln cent, graded MS65 or higher, can fetch $1 to $5 in the collector market. If it is certified at MS67 or above by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, its value can rise significantly, in some cases, up to $25 or even more depending on demand. But that's not all. Some error coins have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions. Known errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, and struck-through errors. These mistakes are highly sought after by collectors and can turn an ordinary penny into a prize piece. Here's what you need to watch for if you're searching your coin jar: double die obverse, DDO, look for doubling in the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust. Off-center strike, coins that are struck partially off the planchet. The more off-center, the higher the value, especially if the date is still visible. BIE errors, a small die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like the word BIE struck through grease or debris. These errors create missing or ghosted design areas on the coin. Some of these error coins have been sold for over $100 to $300 depending on rarity and condition. If you're a new collector or simply curious, here are a few tips. Check your change regularly. Rare coins still show up in circulation. Use a magnifying glass. Many errors are small and require close inspection. Learn about grading. The grade of your coin affects its market value more than almost anything else. Store your coins properly. Keep them in protective holders or albums to avoid damage. Get rare finds certified. If you believe you've found a valuable error, get it certified by a professional grading service. So there you have it, the complete story of the Liberty 1 cent 2001 coin. From its deep historical roots to its value in today's market, this little coin reminds us that even the smallest items can carry a big story. Whether it's worth 1 cent or $100, the thrill of the hunt and the richness of history make coin collecting an incredible journey. Do you have a 2001 penny in your collection? Go check your coin jar now. Who knows, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, 1 cent 2002 coin. Don't go anywhere because what might seem like just another penny could actually be a small fortune waiting to be discovered. Let's explore the 2002 Lincoln cent like never before. The Liberty 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln cent, has a rich and legendary history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, Lincoln himself, and it replaced the Indian head cent that came before it. Fast forward to 2002, and we find ourselves looking at a modern version of this historic coin. The 2002 Lincoln cent still carried the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front, a design by Victor David Brenner, which had remained nearly unchanged for almost a century. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. This iconic imagery has become a symbol of trust, strength, and heritage in American coinage. Now let's talk about the production and circulation of the 2002 Liberty 1 cent. In 2002, the U.S. Mint produced the Lincoln cent at two main locations, the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint. The mintage figures for the 2002 Lincoln cent were huge. Over 3.26 billion coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and around 3.26 billion coins were also produced at the Denver Mint. That's a combined total of over 6.5 billion coins, making it one of the most circulated coins of that year. Despite the large mintage, certain rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade specimens can make specific 2002 cents extremely valuable. Here's where things get exciting. Among the billions of 2002 Lincoln cents, some rare error coins can fetch big money in the collector's market. Look out for these valuable variations: off-center strike errors, double die obverse where the date or liberty appears, double die cracks or die chips, especially around Lincoln's face, or the memorial clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin is missing. Some of these error coins have sold for $50 to even $500 or more, depending on the condition and type of error. Collectors go wild for these unique pieces, especially when they are in high grades like MS65 or above. So, what is the current value of a 2002 Liberty 1 cent? If you have a regular 2002 penny in circulated condition, it's usually worth 1 cent, its face value. But that's not the whole story. Here's how the value changes with condition. In uncirculated condition, around 10 cents to $0.50. In higher mint state grades, between $1 to $5. Certified error coins can reach $50 to over $500. A flawless MS68 red coin from 2002 can be valued at $100 or more, especially when graded by PCGS or NGC. So yes, that penny you found at the bottom of your drawer might actually be a collectible gem, especially if it's bright red, has no scratches, and maybe even has a minting mistake. If you're a beginner coin collector or just curious about what makes a penny special, keep these tips in mind. Always check for mint marks and errors. Preserve coins in a dry, non-humid environment. Consider using coin flips or plastic holders to protect their condition. If you believe your coin is rare, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. The 2002 Liberty 1 cent may seem ordinary at first glance, but within its copper-plated zinc core lies a piece of American history, and maybe even a small fortune. The 1983 Liberty 1 cent. This little copper-colored penny might look ordinary at first glance, but behind it lies a fascinating history, unexpected value, and even some rare varieties that could make you hundreds or even thousands of dollars richer. So stay with us till the end as we uncover the truth behind this iconic American coin. Let's start with a bit of history. The Liberty 1 cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent, has been in circulation since 1909, designed to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. By the time we reach 1983, the Lincoln cent had undergone a major change just a year before. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made the crucial decision to switch the composition of the penny due to rising copper prices. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But starting mid-1982, the Mint transitioned to a cheaper composition, 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating. So, what does this have to do with the 1983 penny? A lot. The 1983 penny was one of the first full years of production using the zinc core. That change brought new challenges, like die cracks, plating bubbles, and weak strikes, making some 1983 D cents quite unique and collectible. Now let's talk about the mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the key U.S. mint facilities. In 1983, the Denver Mint produced over 6.4 billion 1-cent coins. That's right, billions. Because of this high mintage, the average 1983 D penny is still quite common in circulation today, but not all of them are equal. Among these billions, there are rare errors and valuable varieties that collectors actively seek. And that's where the money is. Let's dive into the most exciting part, the rare and valuable varieties of the 1983 D Liberty 1-cent double die reverse. DDR. Some 1983 D cents show doubling on the reverse, especially in the words 1 cent or United States of America. These doubled dies are incredibly sought after and can be worth $50 to $300, depending on the clarity and condition. Off-center strike. If you find a 1983 D penny that is misaligned or off-center, especially by 10% to 50%, you could have a coin worth anywhere from $25 to over $150. Clipped planchet coins that were cut improperly and appear to have a curved or straight clip on the edge are known as clipped planchet errors. A clipped 1983 D cent in good condition could fetch $30 to $100. Copper planchet error. Now here's the jackpot. There have been unconfirmed but rumored examples of 1983 D pennies struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. If one of these ever surfaces and is authenticated, it could be worth $10,000 or more, so don't underestimate that shiny old penny in your change jar. With the right variety and condition, your 1983 D cent could be a goldmine. Now let's talk numbers. Most regular 1983 D Lincoln cents in circulated condition are worth 1 cent, yes, face value. But, a mint state, MS65, example can sell for $3 to $5. Higher grades like MS66 can bring in $10 to $20, and MS67 or better, especially those certified by PCGS or NGC, have sold for up to $250 or more at auctions. Error coins, as mentioned earlier, can bring anywhere from $25 to $1,000 plus, depending on rarity, condition, and demand. So, always check your change, especially older rolls of pennies. You might be sitting on a hidden gem. Here are a few quick tips if you're hunting for valuable 1983 D cents. Buying glass to other errors. Look closely at the lettering, date, and Lincoln's eye or tie. This is where doubling usually shows. Weigh your coin. A zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams, while a copper one weighs 3.11 grams. A 1983 D penny weighing 3.11 grams could be a rare copper planchet error. Store your coins properly. Use coin holders or flips to avoid damaging valuable finds, and get your rare coins graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC to maximize their value on the market. So, there you have it, the full story behind the 1983 D Liberty 1 cent. From its historical background to its hidden value in circulation, this coin is a perfect example of why numismatics is such a fascinating hobby. Who knew that something as small as a penny could hold such mystery and potential? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more rare coin videos, hidden coin values, and fascinating US Mint history. And hit the notification bell so you never miss another coin treasure story. Have you ever found a 1983 D penny with an error? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy coin hunting!
ਮੰਜੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਰ ਮੰਜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਦਤ